Hello there, here we are in the beautiful region of Puglia. We are located in the heart of the beautiful town of Oria. You've all come to know Oria because we've taken on some really nice properties here that have been snapped up incredibly quickly, so it's kind of becoming a hotspot from all you watching us. And we are located just off of Porta Manfredi. We'll put a little clip of Porta Manfredi, so we're about 100 meters away, which is also where one of our favorite restaurants is, Osteria Luce, which we showed you in another video tour. So you are walking distance from Osteria Luce, not even a 2-minute walk. And what we're actually looking at is this entire block here behind us today. So it's a large property. Now it's got 3 bedrooms upstairs. It has a garage, and we're talking about 240 square meters of property, residential property upstairs. There's a garage down below, and there's also a separate guest house, which is also a decent size. We've got actually about 57 square meters of guest house and about 37 square meters of garage. Incredible to have a garage in town. You all kind of know, I've spoken about this before, one of the biggest issues with living in town is having parking. So having that, and also this is a corner property. So you can see we've got balconies on all sides. An incredible property to see here today. So without further ado, let's start to walk inside. So you can see the garage is this door here, absolutely beautiful to have, again, right underneath where your living space is. And this here is the main door. So coming in, you can see we're gonna have a look at the garage just from inside, because I kind of want to show you just how large this is. So a really good size garage here, beautiful ceilings as well, and obviously you've got the automatic gate for the garage, so very easy to come in and park here. You can see a large car gets in here easy, so very, very nice to have. You've also got a decent amount of storage space, and I'm actually looking at this for the first time. I'm actually seeing there's a bathroom in there as well, so nice and useful to have. A little addition, but definitely the garage, massive plus for properties in town, and we're very lucky to be seeing this property today. Now you can see the stairs are really nice and easy to do. We're not talking about steep steps here, and this property has actually had a renovation quite recent, so all the electrics, all the services are all in good condition, and we do have the certificates for them, so very nice that we have that. Not often it's allowed, we don't often have that for properties. But you can see here we enter, you've got tons of light. Now we're going to branch off to the largest room in the house, because I kind of want to show you just the size. Again, 240 square meters of property here. Now we said it's a 3-bedroom, but obviously you can kind of play around with this property because we've got sitting room. We also have a study, so if you needed that 4th bedroom, it would be easy to get it. You can see the beautiful star vaulted ceilings, very large. And then again, being on that corner of the structure, you can see we've got dual balconies here. And from here, you can actually start to see the Porta Manfredi, which we spoke to you about just before entering. So you can just see how close it is. That is the entrance to the historical centre. Really, really beautiful location. But then again, a very livable home, having that garage down below. So very nice to have. Coming back into the property, we can see we've got another balcony here. Just kind of want to show you the other side of the street. Actually, the view's even better from here of the entrance to the Centro Storico. You can see super close. And then as you come kind of down the other way, you can see, again, really, really nice position. Can't stress that enough. So, beautiful sitting room here. Now this house is connected to all the services. So we have heating, we have the mains water supply, and obviously kind of everything you'd expect in a house. You can see the electrics, again, done recently, so they're all in very good condition. You can see they've kind of named every section of the house, so you don't need to be thinking about ripping anything out in this house. This is a beautiful study, but obviously if you don't need a study, then this could be a nice bedroom indeed. I mean, it's again a really good size, You've got the really tall ceilings. There's a really good feeling of space in this house. And then we do actually have the fireplace as well. So very, very nice. I think nowadays, nice to have a home office. So I think studies are going to come back into fashion if they haven't already. And obviously, even from here, you have the beautiful views again. And these large windows allow a lot of light to come in. So very nice to have that stunning view from all of this side of the property. And then this kind of leads us through to the central room of the house. I love this window up above. Again, we're just getting light coming in from all corners here. Very nice to have. This is a really good sized room and very nice that you've got it in the center. So it kind of branches off to the various bedrooms and bathrooms. So again, super nice to have. Now coming in here, you can see this is the first of the bedrooms we're seeing. And this is actually, if you notice from above, this has actually been divided and you'll see it better from the other side. This was all one room with the bedroom next door, and they obviously they needed to have the space for an extra bedroom. So they split this up. This is easily removable and you can see the ceiling follows over on the other side. And this could be another beautiful, stunning, large room. And again, we'll see it from the other side so you can kind of see the other half. And here we have another balcony here. So beautiful to have all these balconies, and especially with these large rooms. That's a very nice feature to have. And as I say, everything's in pretty good condition. You can see even the fixtures, they're not old, they're not rusting away, they are in good condition. Now here is a really large storage space. So as a bedroom, even as it's split, it's still a really good size. If we walk around here to the other side, just kind of want to show you the other side so it remains in your head. See how the ceiling is just basically split by this wall in the middle. So this could be another very, very large room. Or if you need the bedrooms and you're happy with the kind of space that you're giving each bedroom, then this is, fine, your alternative. But you can see massive amounts of storage here. And this is a long room. This is a really, again, it's a good size, but maybe too small for some people, especially if you want to have like a double bed. And then you should consider maybe knocking this wall down and just giving it back to its original nature. So here we have a little bit of storage space here, and then we have yet another bedroom, and this is really the largest, and you can see how this room has been kept the same. You can just see how tall the ceilings are, absolutely stunning, and again star vaulted, so very, very nice to have. Again, we have a balcony as well, so really nice, and we've got some nice bright lights coming in here. For me, the main thing is we've got lots of lights coming into this property. They do even have the anti-mosquito netting here, as you can kind of see. You can kind of just pull this down here, and that's for the mosquitoes. So very nice that they've also got that on such large windows. You have little storage spaces dotted around the house, because this is obviously a very old property. And then kind of coming back through, here we have a bathroom that caters to those two bedrooms. And again, it's all in really good condition, really nicely kept, everything's super clean, and it's all fairly new in terms of what the actual, when it's been done. You can see here's the kitchen area, and it is also a decent sized kitchen. Again, you've got little windows dotted around. They're kind of allowing the light to flow in. This would have been the old style kitchen they had. So they've got a chimney here where you could do some cooking as well. So they also have that. And just round here, there's a little area for your washing machine. And again, very nice that it's nicely tucked away. And they've even got another window. You can see it goes all the way around. We've got lights coming in from all sides pretty much of this property. So we still haven't shown you this side here. You see we have another bathroom, really good sized shower. You can see you've got a window here as well. Just the flow of air that just goes through this property really does make a massive difference. It's super dry in here, even though no one's living in here, and there's just a nice airy light feel about it. This is a really good storage space room, so again, another decent size for just storage, but very useful to have in the property this large, especially if you're living multiple people. You're going to need a significant amount of storage. So we come through here, you can see we've got yet another little bit of space out here, and you can see also we've got the attachments for maybe hooking up a dryer or whatever. If you wanted the washing machine around here, might be a better location. And then through this little window here, we kind of go upstairs to the roof. Now downstairs you can actually access the guest apartment, so that's the 57 square meter apartment down below. We're going to go from outside, but you can access it going from the stairs. I just want to kind of go up to the roof first, because it kind of gives you an idea of the actual size of the property. So you've got this first little terrace here, and you can see, again, it's really good size. You can see the views that we've got over the outskirts of Oria and obviously the countryside. So very nice to have this first little terrace. But then if we go further up, you can see this is actually a beautiful spot. And these terraces they're just begging to be used and set up, because we've got views of the Basilicata there, as well as the entrance to the Centro Storico. So it's beautiful what we have, and just look at the space up here. There's just so much you can do up here, from doing an outside kitchen area. And if we move over here, just everywhere you look, you have these stunning views just of the surrounding area. So a very, very beautiful roof terrace with lots of space to have a lot of fun with. And this is where I would do most of the work in this property, because this just becomes like an outside garden in town where you don't usually have outside gardens. So really nice to have this space. Now it seems like we're finished, but we're not, because we do still have to show you the guest apartment, which is ideal if you want to just have friends and family over, but you don't want them staying in the main house. This is just a massive bonus that this property has. So really looking forward to hearing your thoughts and comments on this property, because to us, I mean, there's a lot of value in this property itself. As I said, if you go down the stairs, you can access this apartment, which we're just going to show you now, but we're going to go through the road so we can kind of show you the entrance from outside and give you a better idea of the actual other side of the property, what it looks like as well. Because I can't stress this enough, the whole property has been incredibly well kept, and that's something which, you know, we don't always see. You can just see this is a property that can be moved in and lived in all year round. So we're coming round, remember the garage is in here. I'm just going to walk around the property. And you can see how well kept it is from the outside as well. It's actually a large structure. You can just see how dominant it is on this corner. And this is the entrance to the apartment that I was saying. And you can see in here, it's actually a really good size apartment. So you've got this room plus another room. This is where you come down from those stairs, which I've been mentioning, that you come down, and this is where you'd enter. So you can come from within the property. And then here we just have a small bathroom. So you've got all the services here. Then it's just a question of deciding what you want to do. If you want to do like a little apartment with a kitchen and just make it completely independent from the main house. But look at the ceilings again, like this is just a guest apartment, but it's actually super nice and pretty charming in itself. And look at this room here. I mean, this has got a beautiful echo to it. Really large room, beautiful big windows, so lots of light coming in here. We do actually have air conditioning in here as well, so that's a massive plus as well. And obviously this is kind of, you can put your own stamp on it. This is something which, decide what you want to do with it. There's lots of options, and I love that also it's on a bit of a level difference. It just gives it even more character I don't think we've mentioned anything about the floors. Nice little detail here on the floors as well. And this is a beautiful door as well, actually a very, very large door. So I think that's pretty much everything we had to say about this property. But obviously, if you have any questions on this property or any of the others, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thank you very much for watching.